Most of the time where both parties introduce themselves, you wouldn't need to, but just in case, let's see how you can ask someone's name. If you ask Google Translate, it's going to give you あなたの名前は何ですか?あなたの名前は何ですか?あなたの名前は何ですか? It's not grammatically wrong. あなた means you. No is the possessive particle. We know 名前 and again は the topic particle to finish with ですか. So we know です and by adding か we make it a question. But in reality, you would never use that expression unless you speak to a 5-year-old kid. Why is that? Well, as mentioned, when a subject is obvious, we'll get rid of it. But there is another reason. In Japanese, saying you is way too direct. Do you remember こちら we used in こちらこそ? Well, a polite way to say you is そちら, そちら, which, you guessed it, literally means your side or your direction. そちら. So you could definitely say そちらのお名前は何ですか?そちらのお名前は何ですか?そちらのお名前は何ですか?そちらのお名前は何ですか? And we added a little honorific prefix o before 名前 to be more polite. But if we can get rid of the trouble of finding a suitable way to say you, let's take it. It even makes it easier for you. So without そちら, it makes お名前は何ですか?お名前は何ですか? As mentioned, it's not considered very polite to be direct and being firm in your sentences. I know it's very difficult for American people because we're educated quite the opposite way, but in Japan you don't want to force your opinion or thoughts on other people. And so not finishing sentences follows that logic. It's very common. It's going to make you sound more natural, and it's a way for Japanese people to somehow feel connected with each other, even if obviously we might not have the same views. So the most natural way to ask is simply お名前は?お名前は?お名前は? and leave a silence. I know that in English, it might sound awkward, but trust me, in Japanese, it's considered polite. Now, what to do in a situation where you don't have any choice but to say you? Well, if you go to Japan, you'll notice that people call each other by their name. Usually, the last name followed by san, which we could definitely translate to Mr. or Ms. But keep in mind that in Japanese, it's a suffix and it should be placed after the name. So let's say you meet an adult called Uzumaki Naruto. You'll be calling that person Uzumaki-san. Uzumaki-san. And the thing is, even if you don't speak Japanese, just calling a Japanese acquaintance or client with the suffix san would show that you know a little bit about their culture and they'll appreciate the effort. So if you want to say, what about you to Mr. Naruto Uzumaki, you would say, Uzumaki-san wa? Uzumaki-san wa? I know it sounds a bit weird in English, but it's 100% natural in Japanese. If you're speaking to a child, you can skip the san and just say the first name. Naruto wa? Naruto wa? Thank you so much for watching this entire video. If you found this helpful, please let me know with a thumbs up or in the comments. And don't forget to share and subscribe for more content like this. じゃあまたね!